The agony continues for the Philadelphia Phillies and their fans. 5-4 Pittsburgh in the bottom of the ninth. Phillies now 37-26. That's on pace for 95 wins as we welcome you to Phillies Postgame Live, presented by Cure Auto Insurance, along with Ricky Batalico. I'm Michael Barkan. I don't want to hear that any team can beat any team. This is a 24 now, 24 because of tonight, and 40 Pittsburgh team. They're the third worst record in baseball. Come on.
230, 200, 232, 226, 231, 173, 243, 170. How's that for some batting averages?
Terrible.
That's your Pirates batting averages. This is a team the Phillies should not lose to. And quite frankly, 3 for 12 with runners in scoring position. That's what it comes down to again. I know people will say, well, that's 250. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. Not against a team like this. Not against a guy like Bailey Falter, who was getting himself into more trouble than anything else. Against some relievers that really aren't that strong, besides Bednar. I think Bednar's a pretty good reliever. But when you look at a game like this, I mean, it was, let's face it, this is a disaster from the get-go. You put in Joe Ross to start the game. You know you're going to blow out your bullpen. Why in the world are you doing that to your bullpen right now?
Yeah.
When you know where they are in the whole scheme of things.
6 pitchers used, including the opener, Joe Ross.
Including the back 3, which is what I'm more concerned about.
I know you are.
The situation really dictates what pitch you throw there, and to throw that ball out over the middle of the plate is just a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. When you look at the relievers used, and this is our Eye on the Mound, presented by PGW, Energy for all of us, and you see that there are 6 pitchers used in a bullpen game. Joe Ross went the expected 2 innings, gave up 1 earned run. Tanner Banks gave up the homer. Allen Ronhell, 3 innings pitched, gave up 2 earned runs. Kerkering just gave up the hit. Strom was the one who was perfect tonight.
He was good.
Struck out the side, all swinging strikeouts, and then Jordan Romano. Too many pitchers used?
I don't know about too many.
A lot of pitches
You're
thrown.
talking about a bullpen game, so you're at least using 4 or 5 pitchers. That would be the least. But in this type of situation, what happens is probably Rob Thompson's worst nightmare. Because once you get through Allen Ronhell,
yeah,
you're sitting there saying to yourself, this is a game right here. Now I have to bring in the big guns. I can't sit back and throw other guys into situations. Now I have to go with the main 3 at the back end of the bullpen. He did that. It backfired again.
Yeah.
You got a good outing from Kerkering with a little help from Weston Wilson on a nice play and left. But then, Strom was really good. And then Romano, it's almost like he's been walking a tightrope all season. And you keep walking him, you're going to keep losing. That's how it is.
24 pitches thrown by Jordan Romano tonight. We're back with Phillies Postgame Live. Ricky Bo, this team has lost 7 of its last 8 games, and you wonder, well, what happened last year? They started out great in the first half, certainly till they went
right around the same time now.
Same time, but then they lost 8 and 9. They still won the division. We know what happened in the playoffs, but it only happened one time. They're still in the midst of it right now.
Right now, I mean, in my honest opinion, I think this team has a lot of holes. They have a bunch of holes. And the Bryce Harper thing is obviously on people's minds now. Gets hit in the elbow out, and then all of a sudden his wrist is hurt, and nobody really knows the extent of that injury. So that's going to be weighing on people's minds. You look at the starting rotation. Luzardo all of a sudden can't figure it out. You have Ranger Suarez. His speed was down a couple miles an hour. Kind of gets the wheels turning. But there's been a gaping hole in center field for how many years now?
Yeah, too many. Since Shane Victorino left.
That's something that's got to be fixed, and because of the PED suspension to Alvarado, your bullpen 100% has to be fixed.
Yeah.
They need guys out in the bullpen. And I think that's going to happen. It's going to have to happen sooner rather than later because you can't keep wearing these guys out. You continue to wear these guys out, it's going to be a long August, long September. And quite frankly, I look up and down the Phillies lineup and I look at what happened tonight. There was one guy that really showed up, and that was Trea Turner.
That's it. That's it, with the 2 RBIs and the 3 hits.
And 2 runs scored. He had all 4 runs.
He can't do it by himself. He's now batting .305. Here's Topper on what happened tonight.
Kind of a tough luck ninth inning there for Romano.
Yeah, I thought his stuff was really good, to tell you the truth. The velocity was up, slider was spinning great. A couple of flare hits and a bunt that lands on the baseline. Did it ever go foul?
No.
Yeah. Got the punch out on Cruz and then sacked the last.
Is that the right play on that bunt to try to let it go foul there based on how slow it was
Yeah.
going?
Yeah, they did the right thing. Just came back.
Just one of those nights where not much offense there after the 5th inning.
Yeah, Trea had a big night.
Yeah.
It was good. We just got to keep grinding, man. We're in a little bit of a funk right now. We just got to keep fighting through it. I thought the energy level was really good tonight. I thought we played well, really. And that's about it.
Another night where you guys have had some weird plays in the outfield.
Mm-hmm.
I know you've been addressing it.
Mhm.
Is it a situation where sometimes maybe it gets into the heads a little bit about what to do at the right time? And
Yeah, I don't think so. I think, Casty just called the ball a little bit early, that's all. And he thought he could get there. And I think it was just a mistake, that's all. But I don't think it's in anybody's heads.
do you think Marsh should have had the one there in the 9th inning?
Got a little late break on it, yeah.
Yeah.
These, when you're in that situation, you're really fearful of the ball going over your head. So, but he did get a late break on it.
For Ron Hell, obviously not the way you wanted to start, for him to kind of settle in and give you 3 innings. You pretty much needed 3 out of him.
He was great. After he was a little nervous, like everybody is in the first appearance, and once Caleb went to the mound, made the visit, it looked like he settled down and pitched good. Started using his changeup. Changeup's a pitch for him. But he looked poised after that.
Which I like to see a guy at 10 years in the minor leagues finally get his moment, even though
Oh, it's wonderful. It really is, and it's good for the guys too. They know how hard he's been grinding, and they remember their first time in the big league. So it's a happy time. It really is.
Did Bryce do anything today? Did he at least not swing at all?
Just treatment. So he's day to day. I don't know where. We got to see where he's at when he comes in tomorrow.
Did he get any testing done on that or no?
Not that I know of.
I mean, how much do you think that the last week not having him a ton and then Schwarber kind of not having his superhero-like production or whatever, how much do you think that plays into the offense the way it's been over the last couple of games?
Well, it plays into it. No, there's no doubt about it. But other people got to pick it up because those guys can't stay hot all year. They have ebbs and flows just like everybody else. It's just that theirs are a little shorter time period. So, we just got to keep grinding, keep fighting.
That wasn't a baseball move. That was he's throwing too many pitches this inning is what really happened there. So I think they were just trying to protect him from himself, but I don't think he liked it. That's for sure. I mean, it's one of those things where you're coming out of a game, you'd rather give up your runs yourself.
Yeah.
Than have somebody else do it for you.
From Stan here on Twitter, we had 7 stinking hits tonight, 3 by Trea. Can't put all the blame on the bullpen. Bring up Justin Crawford.
It wouldn't surprise me. I don't know about you. I already said it. It's getting a little tiring. The center field thing that's been going back and forth. Is it going to be Marsh? Is it going to be Rojas? How about neither? How about we try something else?
Yeah, well.
I mean, because this is not working one way or the other. And I know they're both capable of having good games here and there, but I think what you're looking for is consistency. And are they the answer to center field? I think 99% of people would say no.
Jordan Romano has given up 3 game-winning hits this season tonight, and then before that it was Wednesday at Toronto facing his former team. Here's Romano in the clubhouse.
It's kind of a tough luck night. I mean, a couple blue hits and that bunt, and not much you can do.
Yeah, for sure. But bottom line, just got to be better, right? Got to pitch better. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's pitching well. So yeah, I just got to be that. Yeah, a little bad luck, but that's baseball. Other guys are getting through it. I'm not. Team's scuffling a little bit, and need to step up. Didn't happen.
The way that you've been able to kind of shorten up to the plate out of the stretch, are you happy with how that's going so far? And you still feel like you're...
I mean, today felt a little better, for sure, just controlling that guy on first base. I felt like I did a little better job with my looks and holds. I guess we kept him there, so that was one positive.
Did the bunt almost seem like it made a right turn?
Yeah, I thought that bunt, it was almost all the way foul and just kind of came right back. Yeah.
I guess that's the kind of play you've experienced before in your career. I mean, something like that where it's moving slowly and you have to that bang decision, whether to pick it up or not.
Yeah, I've never had a bunt like that. Yeah, not like that.
For Trea Turner, now batting .305, he has been a valuable piece at the plate
He's
in the
swinging the
lineup.
bat well.
He sure
I mean,
has.
up until that last at bat was really poor. I think he saw 3 pitches in his last at bat and struck out. But besides that, his at bats were strong. He's getting pitches to hit. He's not missing his barrel too much. And when he is, he's just got the right directional on it that he's finding holes. But there's nothing wrong with Trea Turner right now. I know that.
Let's hear more from him in the clubhouse right now. Trea Turner.
One of those nights where couldn't really add on against the bullpen.
Yeah. Feel like we could have, maybe tacked on a few more early and then just couldn't really muster up anything after that. Kind of tip your cap. They got some good arms, especially at the back end, and made it tough on us. But we got to find a way to create some momentum, and hadn't had that there. I think in maybe the 7th to try to get that run in. And couldn't get it done. So yeah, we gotta come through when those opportunities present themselves.
Anything you can point to, like collectively over the last week? I mean, you guys have had hot periods, cold periods.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I feel like we either can go really hot or really cold, and it doesn't feel like we have that group of players. We feel like, especially veteran players and some of our young guys getting older, that the consistency is kind of what we pride ourselves on, and just hasn't really been there. And just seems like a little bit of everything. Feels like we can do everything a little bit better, and really just got to find ways to win. Whatever that is, moving guys, hitting them in, playing a little better defense, getting an out here or there. I think we can all contribute a little bit more.
Trey, switching gears a little bit, everybody's journey is different, but how cool is it to see a guy like Ron Howell who grinds it out for 10 years?
Great. Great. I love those last 2 innings too. I think it's hard to calm down and control that adrenaline in the first time you're out there, and they put some good swings on, and then after that he settled in, made some good pitches, got the double play ball, and I'm really happy for him because, like you said, everyone's got a little bit different story, and you don't know how it's going to go, but just the fight in there and the battle, I think was great.
Thank you.
Nick Castellanos in the pregame program. How'd he do tonight? 1 for 4 with a double and an RBI for Castellanos. Okay, road ahead for the Philadelphia Phillies and Ricky Bo. I'm sorry to say they're all going to be tough, even against a team like Pittsburgh, when you're missing Bryce Harper, and we'll see what happens tomorrow with regard to his wrist. Maybe he's in the lineup. We don't know yet.
The other problem is if you don't win tomorrow, you're going to be in danger of getting swept with Skeens on the mound on Sunday.
Great point. I mean, that is unthinkable, or was before this last spate of games. Ranger Suarez on the mound tomorrow against Andrew Heaney. Suarez at 4-0, 2.72. Questions about his velocity. Heaney, 3.39, Ricky Bo.
He's
come
pitching
on.
well. He's pitching well. I mean, this is one of those situations where you got to wake up.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Hoping for a Phillies win. 3:30 we open. Kobe Noon, our new producer. Great job, baby.